erase bits and then overwrite them are not reversible. And in our previous slide, identity and negation are both reversible. Because if I say the output is 1, and I put it through the negation gate, that means the input was 0. You can always tell that. But if I say the output was 1, and I put it through the constant 1 operation, you can't tell what the input was. It's not reversible. It erases information. And the nice thing about quantum computing, which you can remember, is that quantum computers only use reversible operations. Those are the only ones we care about. So the only operation we actually care about on the slide is really negation. Like also identity, but it's the same as doing nothing. A further fun fact about quantum computers is they actually only use operations which are their own inverses. So not only are they reversible, but if you apply them twice, you'll just get back the same input value. And we're going to go in a little, this is kind of like getting into pop science, but whatever. There's something called the von Neumann-Landauer limit, which is the smallest amount of energy physicists have calculated is necessary for the simplest possible calculation, which is non-reversible. And reversible computing might eventually let us go beyond that limit, more efficient than that theoretical limit. Now, currently, processors are use millions of times more energy than the von Neumann-Landauer limit. But 50, 100 years from now, who knows? Pretty nifty. All right. This is something you probably did not go over in linear algebra, but don't worry. It's still pretty simple. It's called the tensor product. So if you have the tensor product of two vectors, it's kind of like you take the second vector and you tile it for each element in the first vector. So x0 gets its own copy and x1 gets its own copy. And then you multiply it out, so you get eventually x0, y0, x0, y1, etc. It might be easier to look at this with real numbers. Here we have 1 times 3, 1 times 4, 2 times 3, and 2 times 4 to get this. Here's how it looks like with 3 vectors. You get this like giant array. Don't worry about it too much. And I'd like to point out that if we use our 0 and 1 values, you end up with a vector which has a 1 in only a single position. OK. Does anyone have any real trouble with this concept? If I gave you 2 vectors, you could probably calculate the tensor product. It's not entirely difficult. All right. But the final point I made leads into how do we represent multiple classical bits? And we represent them by their tensor product. So 0, 0, remember, we tensor, this is our 0 symbol. 0 tensored with 0 is this product state, we call it. 0, 1 is this product state. 1, 0 is this product state, like 0 times 1, 0, 0 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0, 0. OK? And 1, 1 is this product state. And similar to just the single bit, you can think of this as an index in this vector array. So this is 0. There's a 1 at the 0th position. This is 1. There's a value at the first position, counting from 0. And this is 2, value at the second position. 3, value at the third position. OK? This is the only time I will tensor 3 bits together, thankfully, because as you notice, they grow exponentially in size. But it works for this. So 4 is 1, 0, 0. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is where the 1 bit is. OK. Yeah, so we call this the product state. We can always factor it out into its individual states. And the product state of n bits is a vector of size 2 to the n. Here we see a sort of whisper of the power of quantum computing, this exponential term. But hold that thought. We'll get back to it. So we're going to learn a very important operation, very fundamental to reversible computing and quantum computing. It's called C0, or conditional not. It operates on a pair of bits. You designate one bit the control bit. The other bit is the target bit. So the control bit, if it's 1, it flips the target bit. If it's 0, it leaves the target bit alone. And the control bit is always left alone. So if we have the most significant bit of a 2-bit system is control, the least significant bit is target, then 0, 0, since this is the most significant bit, it's the target bit, it just goes to 0, 0. 0, 1 goes to 0, 1. Now 1, 0, since the control bit is 1, maps to 1, 1, right? Because it flips the other bit. And 1, 1, since it again flips the target bit, goes to 1, 0. OK? And this matrix, you can actually kind of write it. You see there's like a sort of correspondence here. We flip the bottom 2 rows versus the identity matrix. And this, I claim, which I will show in the next couple slides, will change our product states according to the semantics of C0. So does everyone get the semantics here? We have a control bit and a target bit. Control bit's 1. We flip the other bit. Pretty good? OK. Now, this is a lot of math, but don't panic. We're going to go over it step by step. If we apply the CNOT gate to 1, 0, remember that this is the control bit's 1, so we're going to flip the other bit. So we expect it to go to 1, 1. Now let's expand this out step by step. So 1, 0 corresponds to this tensor product. This is the matrix from the previous slide, and we're applying it to our product state. Remember, it's just going to flip the bottom 2 rows. So we get to this product state, which when we factor it out, indeed gets us 1, 1. OK? Now let's do it with 1, 1. Same thing. We have our familiar matrix multiplied by this product state. We go to here, which we factor into 1, 0. So I hope I've convinced you at this point that we can use matrices to represent kind of more interesting logical operations than just a bit flip. Does anyone have any trouble? Yes?
So is that factoring always possible or practical for larger vectors?
It is practical, yes. Not always possible, which kind of, we'll get into that when we get into quantum entanglement, basically. But good question. OK. So this is fine for everyone. Nobody's lost in the gigantic equations here. OK, we're going to go over 1, 0 then. Or sorry, 0, 0. So the control bit 0, that means we're going to leave the other bit alone, right? And we see that, indeed, this is what we do. And same with for 0, 1. OK, so everyone, well, maybe you're familiar with how classical computers, or like real CPUs, they're all built on the sort of NAND gate. Like everything is fundamentally built on NAND. And the CNOT is kind of the analogous NAND for reversible computing. It's like a really basic thing that is used to build up larger, more complicated logical statements. Like, so I'm sure if I gave you a task, like build some more complicated logical formula with CNOT, you'd probably be able to do it at this point. You just like stick them all together, and eventually it comes out. I will note that it's not actually universal. You can't make every logical function with a CNOT gate. You need something called a Toffoli gate. But we won't see that in this presentation. And we've learned everything we need to know about how to use linear algebra, to represent classical computation. And we can now go on to quantum computing. So to recap, we learned that we can represent classical bits in vector form is 1, 0 for 0 and 0, 1 for 1. We can represent operations on bits by multiplications on their bit vectors. We learned that quantum computers only use reversible operations. And in fact, the operations are their own inverses. And multi-bit states, we write, is the tensor product of our single-bit states. Finally, we learn about CNOT, which is a very fundamental gate in reversible computing and quantum computing. So this is everyone's following along so far? This is pretty simple, right? It's not that bad. OK, let's make the jump. Qubits. And I will surprise you, we have been using qubits all along, actually. The C bits are just special cases of qubits. And we represent a qubit in general by a vector of 2 elements, A, B, where A and B are complex numbers. Don't worry, we'll only use real numbers for this presentation. We're keeping it simple, only using real numbers. And we have the constraint that A squared plus B squared is 1. So 1, 0 and 0, 1 fit this definition, because 1 squared plus 0 squared is 1, and 0 squared plus 1 squared is 1, right? Now, here are some example qubit values. This is one with which you'll become very familiar. It is 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2. Can anyone tell me what 1 over root 2 squared is?
1/2.
1/2, exactly. 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So this is a qubit. What about 1/2 and root 3 over 2? What's 1/2 squared? It's 1/4. So 1/4 plus 3/4 is 1. Here's an interesting thing. We can actually use negative numbers now, because a negative number squared is a positive number. So negative 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And the same thing here. It's just the same as this first matrix, but one of the values is negative. Pretty neat. Not bad so far, right? OK, but you might say, this is kind of like saying that a qubit has a value which is not 0 or 1, but actually both 0 and 1 at the same time. This is called superposition. Everyone's probably heard of the Schrodinger's cat being both alive and dead. That's just like a pop science-y way of articulating this concept, sort of. And the interesting thing about a qubit being in superposition, it means we can kind of, I want to really qualify this, kind of compute with the values of both 0 and 1 at the same time. which again is the sort of whisper of some quantum speed-up power. Okay? Now, how this works is when we measure this qubit, it collapses to our familiar values of 0 and 1 with some probability. And this is what we usually do at the end of a quantum computation to get the final result. We send it through the measurement gate. We see what the result is. So how the probability works is if you have a value AB, it collapses to 0 with probability A squared and 1 with probability B squared. So if we look at our familiar qubit from the previous slide, 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2, it has a 1/2 chance of collapsing to 0 and a 1/2 chance of collapsing to 1. It's like a coin flip. Now, if we just measure our classical qubit, or classical C-bits, the 1, 0 has a 100% chance of collapsing to 0, and 0, 1 has a 100% chance of collapsing to 1. So it's sort of idempotent in that way. And I found it useful here to give people a sort of physical intuition about what we're doing, what a C-bit is, or a qubit is. If you've heard of polarization, you've probably bought like fancy sunglasses. It says that they're polarized. So polarization is actually a sort of quantum phenomenon. You can be polarized like this way or this way, and your glasses will only be polarized a certain way, so they'll only let light polarized in this way through, basically. It turns out that qubits, you can think of like this, a photon being polarized this way is a 0, and a photon being polarized this way is a 1. Superposition means it's actually like both, right? So it could actually go through both gratings. And then if you measure it, and a way to measure it is just to like fire it through a grating and like see whether it goes through, then you can collapse it to 0 or 1. So that's our sort of intuition, pinning this to a physical concept. Of course, we found that photons actually make very, very poor qubits. They tend to collapse too easily, so we don't use those, but you can maybe think of that. Does anyone have any confusion here, really, about how this measurement process, collapse probability works? Okay, great. We will learn about multiple qubits. The same is multiple C-bits. We represent them by the tensor product. It actually, why is it doing that? Okay. Hold on. Laser pointer. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's not. Okay. So if we have 2 qubits and we multiply them, the sum of squares identity actually it is maintained. And so if we consider our perfectly balanced 50% coin flip qubit, and we tensor it with another coin flip qubit, we get this 4 vector with 1/2 in every single column. And 1/2 squared is, of course, 1/4. So 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is 1. This maintains the property. And the way to read this is when you measure these 2 qubits, it has a 1/4 chance of collapsing to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. This is sort of the probability of when you measure it finding a 1 there and 0 everywhere else. So we could find that it's a 1/4 probability of finding a 1 in this position and all 0s everywhere else. Does that kind of make sense for multiple qubits? Okay, great. You guys are just trucking along, no problem. It's to be super easy. Yes?
I have a question.
Absolutely.
So there's only going to be one 1 left in the vector.
Yes.
There couldn't be 2 1s.
There could not be 2 1s, because that would actually violate our a squared plus b squared equals 1 constraint.
Okay.
But yeah, after measurement, there'll only be one 1 here in this 4 vector, which we can then factor into 2 bits, actually. Okay. Yes?
Right. Did we also define collapsing for that longer vector?
Yeah. So if you measure these 2 qubits at once, you can think of this product state vector as collapsing. And then that's just the probability of finding a 1 here and a 0 everywhere else. It'll become useful in the future when we can't actually factor out the product state, but that's, anyway. Okay. How about operations on qubits? We have these qubits, how do we actually manipulate them? The same way we do with the classical bits. And all the matrix operators we've learned also work with qubits. So for example, negation. If we have our qubit that has a 25% chance of collapsing to 0, 75% chance of collapsing to 1, if we run it through the bit flip operator, now it has a 75% chance of collapsing to 0 and a 25% chance of collapsing to 1. So we can manipulate these probabilities. They're actually called amplitudes with gates. And you can think of like a gates, they correspond to some device scientists have created, which sort of like manipulate the qubits with a gentle touch. Not enough to like collapse them, but enough to like change their state. So, Pretty neat. And there are also a couple important matrix operators, which we haven't learned yet because they only really make sense in a quantum context. Okay, sorry. Okay, all right, we're good. The most important one is the Hadamard gate. And what it does is it takes a 0 or 1 qubit, and it takes it to the coin flip state, where it's in exactly equal superposition. The matrix looks like this. It has 1 over root 2 in every single entry, except for a negative in the bottom right corner. So if we multiply that by this, you get 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2. If we multiply this by 1, we get 1 over 2, negative 1 over root 2. Pretty neat. So this is how we actually get into superposition. We use the Hadamard device, which scientists have developed and we can make much use of. So kind of quiz time. Can anyone tell me why we need a negative 1 in the bottom right corner? Why do we need a negative sign here?
It's like a matrix, almost like a provision
It's like a...
catches it, and I don't know exactly why, but it seems like it's.
Well, the answer basically is it has to be reversible. So if we didn't have this negative number here, then both 0 and 1 would map to the same value, and it would not be reversible. So we need this negative sign. Yes?
Alright. What the hell? Why? It works, it just needs to keep doing it. Ah! No. Wait. Yeah? No. What's defense points? DP doesn't sound right. What is defense normally? DP? I don't like that. Whatever. Defense points. It doesn't change anything, but I just don't like the yellow. The yellow, sheet. So it still works the same, but, now I don't have that yellow. Lines. So the goal of this is to create, like a type of, I named it stat sheet, but that's not really what it is. That's just kind of like a temp name for now, because I can rename it later. But this is gonna be all the, well, I guess all the stats. So they're like, I already defined hostile and peaceful. They're both default at true, and the reason for that is because I, as you see, I have neutral equal to hostile and peaceful. So ideally, the way that works is that, you know, once hostile and peaceful are both true, then they're neutral, and then like if they get attacked, then peaceful gets set to false, and hostile is true. Therefore, neutral is no longer yeah. Neutral is no longer I guess, yeah. Wait, it returns false if hostile and peaceful are not both true. And then, yeah. I think I have it working the way I want it to, completely unintentionally. But I think it should work. Health, defense, damage, um, they're all kind of the same, so I just put them all together. They're actually looking like I should be using a dictionary for this stuff, but I don't know what to name the root, like the main dictionary, so I'm not gonna do that yet. But yeah. I just noticed the way I wrote this function, and like, I don't even need any of this stuff. It's just a function that attacks. But HP minus equals damage. This needs to change the outer scope health. So health, and then it. But how do I get it? Do I just need to say global out here? Oh, this changes everything though. Are these invalid then? This. Do I need to do it like that, maybe? Much confusion. This shouldn't make a difference. It's the same thing, just written differently. And I still have to define what health is. I don't like it. Ah, I know what I'm doing. Okay. I see. I see. I see. I see. Wait, do I? Ah! You know what it is? It's out of like the scope of this. So I need to make a class. That's why I can't do it, cuz I need to be able to do self.health or something. Like in here, self.health. And that's where I'm like I'm trying to figure it out, but no, there's no way to do it. There's just the only way I can do it is if I have a class. So I need to make a class now, and I don't know what to call this class. Class. Because this is gonna be the like the core for everything, like any creature. Like if I need to create a creature, so I'm gonna need to make this a class anyways. So yeah, that's this all explains why I can't do what I'm trying to do. The problem is I don't know what to call the class because it needs to explain what it does. I need some music. I need me some music. Anyways, this is what I have so far. I was messing around with these blocks in Magic of Voxel. So this is like the size of block, the size that I'm gonna go with for the game. This is just not what I intended. I already have the health increase. So that much. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Stat sheet. Whoa. Robot arms.
Howdy, folks. My name's Jim. I'm here with straight shooting cowboy from the South, Cinnamon Toast Can.
Howdy, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me, partner.
Today we're looking at the Hillbilly Cheapskate. Shoot.
My people, shoot, man. I'm so excited to introduce you to this American culture here. This is going to be
So this is perfect because you're a hillbilly and I'm a cheapskate. So this works out perfectly. This is our love child right here. So you've already seen this.
Yeah, I've already seen this.
You can guide me through this beauty.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. First off, like just the screen right here, you got the old trailer with the car from the '90s out in the woods somewhere, probably on their grandma's property, so they can get some of her internet.
That's smart. That's smart, Ken.
That's how you be a cheapskate.
Leech off your grandma as much as you can, kids.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm fucking up.
Is that it? Is that him? Ew, I don't want to see this. Ew, look at that water. What the fuck is that? How many times have they used that
Oh,
water?
they're gonna tell you all about it. Don't you worry.
Oh, this is the thing with cheapskates. It's like, fuck. I get trying to save money, but when you're compensating for like fucking grotesqueness, it's just like, stop.
Oh my goodness, looks like you had a good time. You smell good.
I don't think so. I don't believe a word of that. How old is he? He can't wrap himself in a fucking towel. What is this?
Gotta save money to get. Mama's gotta wrap.
Oh God.
Go on your day. I can get something for free. I'd rather do that any time than.
The same. What is that, olive oil and baking soda? Why? Why?
I gotta save on soap. I
Explain
guess.
yourself. What the? They don't use.
Fuck.
You smell good. She said he smelled good.
He probably smells like olive oil.
Yeah. What
Dude,
the
it is
fuck?
He's like throwing the dirty water on his face right now too. Like,
Don't
oh,
watch you can watch your face anywhere else. Go to public.
My family and I are so cheap that we all share one tub of water a day. We don't have cooties.
That is not one water a day.
they fill the tub up one time. That's it.
That is not what. That's a week worth of gunk. I saw that. That
A
foul-
week worth
that
of
foul
drug, bro.
Look,
That's just
look at the
foul.
light she's using too. She's got like the little rechargeable.
Is that cheaper than just using your electricity at home? Like, what is this? Oh, it's a solar one, maybe. That's
Hell
why,
yeah, it's cheaper, bro.
It better be, because otherwise you dumb. Can you
Oh, why else
imagine
would
that
they be
cold
using
gunk shit water?
Dude, I've taken cold showers before, like no hot water.
Yeah.
Oh, just makes your whole
Well,
body just crinkle up, and she's over there sitting in it. Ugh.
I mean, it's supposed to be good for you, Ken. It's good
How?
for immune
What's
system.
good? How-
Immune system
What,
strong.
You gotta catch a cold. So
Look
that
at
your
this
body
woman,
fights it
Ken.
off?
You can tell she's fresh as a fresh towel that
Bro,
she
you
uses.
think
The
she
epitome
caught
of health
corona?
Right here. This
Fuck
lady's
no.
got the strongest immune system. Yeah, but she's gotta have it to be taking
She
a bath in that
fucking
water.
got coughed in the face, and she's like,
Sometimes I actually do want to take my own shower here and there.
As you deserve, Brandon. You deserve to not share the bathwater with your mother. I guess he goes first. Does he goes first? That was what the water looked like when he goes first?
I don't think he does. I think they have a hierarchy of like bath bathing.
I ain't going. Got the water ready for you.
It's all nice and warm. You know, I'm trying to save on toilet water too, so I went ahead and just took a huge dump in it.
Okay, also. Want to save the toilet water. Okay, just so we're clear, we're not making fun of poor people here. This is people that have money, but they just want to save any bit they can, which I think is different.
Yeah, definitely is.
I do want to take my own shower here and there.
my dad?
Can't really do much because my parents like to save water.
Think
Bro,
about how
my
much
dad
water
is the
a
biggest
bathtub
cheapskate
uses.
ever.
I bet there's probably.
Don't take a
not that
bath.
he doesn't have
Don't have to
money,
take a
it's
bath.
just-
You can take a shower.
cheap.
I know how much water comes from a shower because I sometimes plug the shower thing in the bathtub and then I like to sit in the water that's remaining. All right, not that much.
That's the way
You
I
tell me
am
that you
too.
plug the
I be telling
toilet up,
people I'm
you
dirt
shower.
broke when
I
really I
shower,
got
I
like
plug it
10
up, and then I
grand in my
sit.
fucking bank
And it
account.
barely
Like,
fills up my legs. Barely.
bro, I am
So are you
dirt
doing the
broke.
same thing that they're doing?
Trust.
You're just sitting back in
No,
your
it's
own
just
piss?
fun. It's
chilling
just
on
fun because I
fucking
don't have a fucking seat in my
12,000.
shower, Mr. Fancy Pants over
I'm
there. All
asking if
right,
you
I
plug
gotta work with what I
You
got. All
plug it
right.
up, wash yourself off, and all that filth is in the bottom of your tub, and then you sit in it. Is that what you said you do?
It does not look like fucking this, all right? It does not look like that. Let me tell you, it's clear,
Look, I
crystal
heard-
clear.
You've told me the story of you pooping
PewDiePie
in the shower,
bathwater,
right?
check it.
probably doesn't-
No, I never pooped in a shower.
I never pooped in the shower.
I never did that. I didn't have a choice, Ken. I didn't have a choice.
Well, did you
It
talk
was
about
water.
that story again or something? Because a lot of people are talking about it now.
It was
No,
okay. It
everyone's
went
just
down the
referencing because they
drain.
think it's funny, and it's not funny. It was traumatic. I had no control. I thought it was a toilet.
No, you didn't.
Who puts? Yeah, it was a camping site. They had locks on the showers, and I thought it was a toilet. I was poisoned.
Toilet.
Wait, I thought the story you told me you were like at a party or something, and then
Yeah,
you
I was poisoned
had
at the
to go,
party.
and then you just
Yes.
like you were like, I'm just going to poop in the shower. I got no choice, and you did.
All right, you're making me tell this story again. Okay, listen.
I haven't heard this story in years. Okay, I need to hear the whole thing again.
I was poisoned at a party. We had a
poison.
I don't know what it's called when everyone brings a different type of meal to a party.
A potluck.
Potluck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. Someone said, "Hey Felix, why don't you try the sauce?" And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely." That was a trap, okay?
That was the
A
point.
few hours later, we're at the dance floor. Everyone's having fun, but my stomach is telling me there's an emergency about to happen. I
That was a
run.
trap.
I run, Ken,
Yeah.
to the campsite that was
Felix.
nearby, and there was a whole fucking line to the toilets.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went and said, "This is an emergency. I need to go." That's how bad it was. I'm Swedish. I would never tell anyone that. And I literally, all the doors. I dragged all the doors. I didn't ignore what everyone said. I just like, all right, opening all the doors. They were all locked. I rush inside everywhere. I finally find a door that has a lock on it. I'm like, bingo, it's coming now, whether I like it or not. But I found the toilet. Open the door. It's a shower. My asshole had already made up its mind. There was no turning back at that point. Okay? I had no choice.
The way he tells the story,
Can't believe it.
you're really rooting for him.
Well, the part where they found it and they talked about it later. And you were like, what? Who would do that?
I ended up getting a
Meanwhile,
job at
he's
that
just like
campsite.
They still
casually
tell the story.
sneaking
And
out.
they still told, this is literally years later, and they told the story of the great tale of this foul demon that did such awful thing as shit. And then they had to clean it up, and I was just sitting there like, I can't believe you had to do that.
Oh
Who would do
no.
such a thing?
Oh no.
It's just, that makes the story so good is that they talk about it. Who would do this?
Maybe don't put locks on the showers.
I just pour that much in there. Oh, that's enough for my.
Or you can just pour it in your hand like a normal
No,
human being.
you
What?
need to hear what she says about this. That's not just for her. That's
Run
No.
out. Everybody's out of luck, so everybody's really good about rationing.
By rationing her family's use of soap and shampoo, Melody manages to keep bottles for over 6 months. In fact,
Look how
she's
dirty his
found a
elbows
way
are. You can't wash them because they use like the amount of shampoo that I put in my hair a day. I barely have any hair. It's for 3 people.
And I like that. We have to ration it because if you're out, then you're out of luck. So you're basically saying that the last person to take a shower is fucked.
That's their son, and he has to take a bath in the dirty water.
Poor Brandon.
Save on almost all of their
Brandon.
household supplies.
I don't buy toilet paper. I use newspaper.
What do you do not wipe your ass with that? That is not human. No, what the, that is like housing
All of their
brochures.
household supplies.
I don't buy.
No, you do not. That is not gonna work.
Think about.
That is not just because it's paper doesn't mean you can.
I'm so glad we're watching this video together.
Wow. That's just wow.
Your poor pooper after you get that paper cut from that. Gee.
Oh, Brandon, get
That shit
out of
does
that
not-
house, Brandon.
That's not over
No
yet.
wonder the water looks
mean-
like that.
I'm stuck on this, Ken. I can't.
But no wonder the water looks the way it
can't
looks.
go
They
on,
can't
Ken, I
fucking clean their
can't
booty
do
hole
it,
right.
man.
Toilet paper.
Fine.
I use newspapers that we get free in town. Pick up one sheet. You don't need more than that.
Do not crinkle it. She crinkles it. What the fuck? Do not. I would not crinkle it. Do not. I was literally thinking, there's no way she's crinkling that. The most horrific thing in my mind. Always she does. The worst thing I can think of, she does. She's a demon.
How do you even? You don't even wipe yourself with that. You literally got to scrape your butthole with that.
Yeah.
That'd be so painful. Oh my god, dude. I would not wipe then. I would just not wipe.
That's probably why the bath is that color, you know?
That's what I said.
Damn, man, I can't watch this shit.
And then you put it, when you get done,
That's exactly
Does
what I was
does that even?
thinking.
It doesn't flush.
into this bag. And when
I can't do it.
Dude, I'm so glad you let me pick today's video. This is...
She picks the most every time. Every time she shocks me with something else, she pulls out the shit bag.
Bag?
full of
How?
poop newspaper.
this bag's
Alright,
full,
we
take
gotta
it
get
out
through
and burn
this.
it.
Why am I
It is
watching
full.
this so
It
hard?
is full. It is full. It's full. I would put 2 max in there.
I'm not gonna do this one because I haven't used it.
I don't even know why I'm entertaining this as a logical thing. Like, oh god.
I've had people say, here, let me buy your roll of
Wait. She took it back. Okay, I thought she took the poop back.
7 used.
She took the example one out because she didn't want to waste.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
waste it.
I don't understand this toilet paper thing. If you really
Should I
don't want to
make
pay
it
for
a
toilet paper, just go to a
Ursula
fucking cafe
entity?
and pull out, right?
Yeah, or
Starbucks.
Go to
They
go
have
get
those
some
giant
napkins
rolls.
from Wendy's or something, you know?
Yes. Holy shit. If I was Brandon, at least I would do that. I'd keep. Can you imagine having to keep your own secret stash?
of napkins.
Secret stash of napkins from your mother that wipes her ass. Otherwise, she makes you wipe your ass with newspapers.
Speaking of,
She goes through the shit bag and be like, Brandon, what is this tissue here?
what is this?
What the fuck is this, Brandon? Explain why you're using this fancy ass. We don't do that in that house,
People say,
Brandon.
here, let me buy your roll of toilet paper. It's not that I
Yes, yes.
can buy a roll of toilet.
I just prefer the wiping my ass with newspaper. Is that what she's gonna say? What is she gonna say? I never know.
I don't need to. We don't need it. Now, sometimes
Look, dude, it's not over, all right? There's more.
She's a sadist. She's Satan. Look at this. She's. I can't.
I've come in here. I got boys in the family. They don't always replace newspapers. I've insulated this window with newspapers. Keeps the light
Why?
out. Helps with heating and cooling. And saves me if I'm on the toilet and I need something. All I gotta do is lift this window, and there's me some more toilet paper.
She has a secret stash. She's keeping the secret stash
In her window,
for insulation.
she has a newspaper window for insulation that she can wipe her butt with in case of emergency.
That's smart. That's double usage. I respect that.
That's big brain.
We try to keep our electric bill as low as possible by making sure the lights are not being used.
Wait, why is this
We
an
do
issue?
have electricity. See? It's on. That's it.
But you don't use it, so why? What's the point?
She walks around the house with this lantern like she's playing like some survival horror video game.
Yes, this is the house. This is where we. I don't even want to know what their kitchen looks like. I like when she showed the lights. Be like, look, we have electricity.
See?
It's on. That's enough. That's quite enough.
I'm not gonna waste any more. We have
Nope.
electricity in this house. I don't use it. I use a lantern. I'm not gonna run up no $100 electric bill. That to me sometimes makes me have a heart attack.
Is electricity expensive in America? Because the price varies a lot with countries.
I have a pretty big house. I have computers that are always running. I got lights on right now. My power bill is like $200 a month.
200
Yeah. And,
for a big house and computers always running it.
yeah, and like my whole family.
So that's pretty cheap.
my whole
cheap
family
then, I would
literally
say.
leaves every freaking light in the house on constantly, and I have to go through and be like, all right.
You're killed.
I can wash a laundry basket full of dirty clothes as fast as a electric washing machine.
Some say it's the fastest clothes washer in the West.
Whoa,
You
shoot.
better wash this rusty
You can
bucket
wash
here.
so fast. I mean, a washing machine sometimes takes hours. The point is that you don't want to spend that time. Like,
What is even going on here
Smells
now?
in the dirt
Are you
out.
serious? I messed something else up.
Looks like I got all the soap out of it.
Squeeze out the red one. The red one's clean.
Bring it out again.
Why don't you give me another?
I can do it as fast. There's 4 people doing it.
It's something we enjoy doing as a family, and it gets us out doing something together. There was no reason to waste our money on the other stuff.
By doing her laundry
Brandon,
outside,
run.
Melody saved herself $2,000 on a washing machine, and she also uses her back.
Washing machine does not cost
That
$2,000.
That's what I say every time I watch one of these things. They're like, they saved $40 million by reusing their water.
I hate this. I don't like this word stat.
They have like
That-
washing
yeah.
machines for like $500. I mean, I've been to the
What
Home
it-
Depot.
You can get a yeah, exactly, and you can get a used one for even cheaper. They always do that. They give the most maximum amount and be like, look how much. Yeah, exactly. How much money I fucking save. There was one family that refused to get furniture because they're like, sometimes that can cost like $30,000.
Is that the one where they borrowed their neighbor's furniture?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck was that?
Oh my god, love this show.
You can get used furniture. You don't have to pay $30,000. Oh my god. Look how much money I saved though.
Yard to save on the cost of another appliance.
We had a small chest freezer that went out, and instead of just throwing it away, we come up with the idea of burying it in the ground.
We got some eggs. This here is some.
Hey man,
Look at meat.
that looks fucking nasty, dude.
That's definitely gonna be good for you. Don't you worry about that.
Wait until they get sick and have to pay medical bills.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do then?
Wait, what?
Hey, at least they're self-sustained,
what
Ken.
now?
Yeah, well, hey, I'm sure they probably got ways to get past medical bills too. They probably got some home remedies and stuff. You know?
Yeah, doctor, just Google it.
Home butchered pig.
Google it.
Apple pie moonshine. The great.
Apple pie moonshine. What the fuck?
Boy.
What is?
Get that moonshine with the raw meat.
Hey, I got some eggs and some salmonella in there. Heck yeah, we're gonna have a party.
Right next to all this trash,
The
dude.
thing about this refrigerator, it doesn't cost a dime to run this. You get 100 degrees outside, and if this is in the sun, that's no good. You have to keep it in the shade. But the ground keeps it at about 55 degrees inside.
I'm sorry. I gotta investigate.
Yeah, go ahead. Investigate this. This is what I was thinking about too.
It's 12 degrees.
Yeah, you should look up like what the recommended
Yeah.
like, temperature of this.
Yeah, exactly. I know because I worked at a shitty fast food restaurant. It has, bacteria easily lives in this temperature. I don't remember exactly, but it's like
Like I worked in the meat cutting department, and like the meat room itself was like 40 degrees, which is even colder than that, and that's where we like prepared it.
Celsius, please. The point is that will definitely not help. 12, that's not enough.
Yeah.
And he gave the best number he could think of, right?
They will last probably a month.
I see why some people see our behaviors as over the top, but I don't care about
The way that he gave the
gave us
best
some moonshine.
number he could think of.
I didn't even notice. Apple pie moonshine, boy.
That's how I get through my days.
Numbs to paying for the bath. Let me tell you.
Or wiping my butt with that crinkly toilet paper.
Numbs to boy.
I don't care about being normal.
You just gave his kid some moonshine.
I didn't even gave the best number he could think of, right?
They will last probably a month or more.
Oh, I definitely see why some people see our behaviors as over the top, but I don't care about being normal.
You just gave his kid some moonshine.
I didn't even notice.
That's terrible,
Apple
dude.
pie moonshine, boy.
That's how I get through my days.
How are these people still
Numbs to
alive?
paying for the bath. Let me tell you.
Or wiping my butt with that crinkly toilet paper.
I don't even feel the pain anymore. My asshole is in 50 pieces, but I don't feel a goddamn thing after a gulp of this.
I think my parents are a little obsessed with
Brandon, run. Get out, Brandon.
Please, save yourself.
After a while, it just became a challenge and say, hey, let's see how much we can save this week. And the most extreme thing I ever did to save on medical costs or any kind of costs like that.
Oh,
is
here we
I
go.
remove my own teeth. If I have a cavity, I just take a little chisel and a hammer, and I sit there and chip it and chip it and chip it until I can knock it out. Every once in a while, I've been known to take it and whack it really hard. You get knocked out for a minute, you come to and you finish.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Did you just say she passed out from doing it as well?
She knocked herself out, woke back up, and finished.
Wow.
Damn. She's a demon.
What
I
in the
stand
white
by
trash
it.
shit?
You knew that shit was coming out. What the fuck is that? Just look at it right now. Ah! Run, Brandon!
She's having flashbacks
Run!
right now. Oh god.
She's like, shh. He's like, oh, broke my arm. Well, all we gotta do is really put a belt around it and get a saw and some apple pie moonshine and
Take care of that sucker right quick.
take it.
I am super excited to see my new grandchild, but that's 5 more people than
Oh,
I'm used
no.
to. That's 5 more people using our electric.
Oh, I would not eat a goddamn thing from that house.
Can you imagine? She says her daughter's coming, so her daughter's escaped. She's gotten out, but now their whole family's coming. Why would your whole family come and stay with you when you live like this?
Oh, I would not.
Hell no.
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I
Just
can't wait to
5
see
more
this.
People using our water. 5 more mouths to feed.
She's already bitching about it. How did this happen then?
Where
Yeah.
we're gonna sleep is just a huge deal. We have a 72-foot trailer, and I would say half of it is closed off.
What the f does she do with the other half?
I don't need it.
We all share a
Oh my-
bedroom.
Why? Why you have it? It costs nothing. That makes no sense. Saving on space. It's already small.
This one, the rest of the
Oh.
house we blocked off to save on heating and cooling.
Heating and cooling.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. It looks pretty decent.
4 of us sleeping here on this king size
They don't use any anyway, right? What?
bed. Wintertime it saves
Oh
a lot of
my.
heating bills because we have the
Oh,
body
Brandon. Oh, that'll. Oh.
There's
Oh,
another son there. He hadn't said anything.
Wow.
He's like, I ain't even talk about this.
I forgot about it. Yeah. I'm out. Fuck this.
I do have 2 other bedrooms, but I am not willing to use that part of my house. I'm
Big.
not ready to do that. We're going to have to figure out
What?
another place for her to sleep that's not going to cost us any money.
I like how they could get natural sunlight in their house, but they boarded off all the windows
hot.
with
It's too hot. We can't do that.
fucking magazine, so she walk around with this fucking lantern. Oh my god.
How
I mean,
does
I don't
she even-
know.
How did she even like make those other babies? Like her kids are just in the bed over there with her, and they're like, "All right, honey, it's time to get frisky."
I don't know how to go there.
Melody Rose sticks to a monthly budget of $1,000. For her family of 4, it's more than enough money. But adding any further expenses could throw off her finances entirely.
My daughter called, and she's coming to stay for 2 weeks.
I do have 2 other bedrooms, but I am not willing to use that part of my house.
I'm setting up this tent for me and my family to sleep in.
What?
He goes set up a tent for him and his family to sleep in while they have visitors.
She doesn't compromise whatsoever with her family coming over. She
Fuck
has
no,
space
dude.
for them, but they have to sleep in. I mean, I'd take the tent. To
Why
be
the
honest.
fuck you coming to my house?
I'll gladly take
Why
the
don't you have a
tent.
house we can go
The room is
to?
probably by the crap bag bathroom.
Yeah, like what?
My daughter and her husband and kids can sleep in the house. We've done this before, so it's not a big deal.
Why are they subtitling him? I can hear him fine. What the
He's
fuck?
got that southern drawl.
He's got
you
no
know,
shit. My family.
Bro,
sleep in the
this
tent.
sucks.
3 months.
Imagine
I don't understand a single word he's saying, Ken. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God for the
having
subtitles.
people as your
got
parents.
set up.
People were acting like, oh my gosh, you lived in a tent for 3 months? These are the same
Sure
people who
sucks.
go pay to stay at a resort. I mean, what?
They're staying for 3 months.
I think last time they came over, so they, well, why don't you just open the rest of her house up? You know, you have to pay for anything. Just open your house up.
3 months of
Stay
hell,
put.
dude.
Let me burn it for you.
Home sweet home for the next 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. Thank God.
My daughter's lifestyle is very different from ours,
I think anyone's lifestyle is different from yours.
and she's wasteful. We use cold water, but my daughter has to have hot water, so we're gonna have to figure a way to heat it.
Fancy daughter from the city. She's coming over here. She
probably wipes her butt with real toilet paper.
I bet that dumb bitch brought toilet paper. Do you think that she allows them to flush? You know she ain't letting them flush, Cam.
You know, there's another video where a dude only flushes once a week.
Oh, of course.
Down.
Yeah.
Does he poop?
Oh yeah, he's got roommates and everything.
We gotta find a horse trough.
Okay.
Randy's not gonna take a bath in our house.
There's not really that much
You know
water
what?
in the poop bowl.
Honey, after 4 of us have been in there, she says it's gross. You know how she is.
And then like
I like how
it
she acts like
stains.
everyone else is crazy.
Like,
He's like,
sometimes I take a
why ain't you
shit
gonna take a
and there's
bath?
like
I don't
marks
understand.
that are hard to
don't
get
get
out.
it, man.
Like
Hey,
instantly.
what's wrong with that bath water?
Here it is.
But it has a big hole in the bottom.
Like I have to scrub for a minute.
Wait a
Like,
minute. What the
Aw, man.
is that?
That's gonna leave
What
a
the fuck is that, Ken? Is that their
Fuck, it's not
bathtub?
coming up.
It's gonna be. They gotta heat it up somehow too. Maybe we're gonna have some some people soup coming up.
Let's take it around first.
No.
I'll be just right out here.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. I really think what we need to do is boil some water on a campfire so I'm not using my electricity from my stove.
Look who's coming. Yep.
Grandbaby's here. Grandbaby's here.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so it is their daughter, yeah.
He's precious. Grandma gets to hold him. I'm your new grandma. Phineas, hi. Hey, Hayden.
Wow.
They have another bathtub right there. What's the problem?
look at all the junk in it. There's so much. If you just look in the background while this video, there's like so much.
There's so much
trash,
junk,
dude.
yeah. Damn.
Hey, Hayden.
Wow.
Me and my mom are nothing alike. I'm like a city girl. She is a country.
Oh, who the fuck is that? Is that her
On your left,
boyfriend?
See the tent?
Is that the
That's
dad?
where we're gonna stay.
Ugh.
You have a baby too. That makes it kind of like, what the fuck?
2 weeks.
Shit.
We would never go that far to save $1.
I got a big surprise for you. I know how you love taking hot baths and
You
stuff.
at least he looks
We
like
got
he
you
works.
A nice hot bath outside we all take. We've been boiling water.
He's probably the one paying
See?
for
We're
everything.
trying to accommodate you where you'll be happy.
Yeah, don't you like it?
Put his feet in there. He can take a nice bath. Dip him in there. Let him see. It'll be okay.
Oh, she's doing it?
See, he'll like
What?
it.
They weren't always that extreme. They used to like just.
What the fuck is happening?
He's like, no.
No, no. Look at the child. He knows. Get me out.
The dude, the husband's back there, just like, oh my god, please get me
Oh
out of
my
here. dude."
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, what do you do? The one you're dating is like, oh, we need to
Run!
visit my mom's house.
We
Oh,
can
oh.
just
Bro,
visit
that
for like
guy-
a day and we'll go stay in a hotel. How about that? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he looks like he can
do
afford a
little
hotel.
stuff, but all of a sudden it kind of got extreme. It's just kind of like almost a contest to see how much money they can save.
Dad'll keep it going the whole time for you, and there's a pot. You need more hot water?
You just dip it out.
Dip it up in there, boil it, and you can
With
have
a
hot water for the next
diaper?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
She knew.
Is that a thing?
No. Like,
What the
I
fuck
don't
was
know why.
that then?
I don't know why they put
Why?
that baby in there with the diaper on, because now his diaper's gonna absorb all that water, and they're gonna have to change it.
It was she was
What the
getting
fuck?
before when she said she's coming for 2 weeks.
Mmm. Mmm.
They're gonna get paid fat from the show,
Squirrel
no?
dumplings? Boys shot a couple of squirrels earlier, so squirrel dumplings?
That what you eat, Ken?
Squirrel dumplings, you know, just go out in the woods and shoot down a couple of squirrels, and you know, just fry them up in frying pan outside. You go pick up truck and just eat them. Shoot. They're delicious. Throw some frog legs on there too. Hell.
Oh man, what?
Frog legs too. They got some frog.
What?
No.
You-
No.
Roll Tide.
Honey, they pay good money for them
Fuck.
at fancy French restaurants. You get it for free. You ought to be happy.
I can't wait.
Y'all be happy. Oh my god, man. I can't do it. I'm like, this video shocked me so hard already. Like, I don't even know.
Me too. I
Look how
don't.
pretty them look, girl. Are you going to be sick? Look at that. Him like squirrel dumplings.
Why is she calling it dumplings? Is she dipped in? Oh. Oh, I just realized what it is. Oh. You see, Ken, I am a pescatarian. I would never eat a squirrel. That is foul. Poor squirrel. The soul of the squirrel.
Poor squirrel.
God, the baby likes that
Boy
shit.
after grandma's own heart.
I like have some, pulls the plate
Oh,
away.
no, you can't anymore. Just kidding.
This is your baby as a guinea pig. Guinea pig. We gotta try that sometime.
She sounds kind
Ah!
I highly doubt my parents will ever change their cheapskate ways now that they've adapted to it.
I don't think there's a limit at all to how far I'll go to save money.
Oh no.
Well, clearly.
Obviously,
I don't
yeah.
think anyone doubts you on that. Holy fucking. Well, thank you for showing me that.
Fuck, dude.
Feel so bad for the sun, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man.
At least
I
we know
feel
where the water's
nauseous
brought, yeah.
I'm
Alright,
watching
Ken. God bless you. Check out Ken, everyone.
Thank you.
Subscribe for more epic videos. Every subscriber, I get one more subscriber. Let's get it. I feel sick.
Yeah, I feel sick
Oh,
also.
man.
Bruh.
It's been 2 years. It's time for me to Google myself. See what's new, what's up, what has changed. Nothing probably. Let's check it out. And as always, the first thing that shows up, PewDiePie net worth. PewDiePie keyboard. Oh, let me tell you all about this keyboard. Guys, check out Ghost Keyboard PewDiePie Edition. It's the best keyboard on the planet. Thank you. Look, I can type over here. I can type over here.
Man.
It's not even on screen and I can be typing right now. If you want a game like this, you can. Changing the game with the PewDiePie keyboard. We got more additions coming to this too as well, so now's a great time to be a gamer. Check it out, link in the description. What's that? We also have Gamer Mouse. That's right, the best looking mouse in the game. I love this, okay? It's very light, and as you know, the lighter a mouse is, the better. More quality. It actually makes sense, right? You want a sturdy keyboard and you want a light mouse. I'm not even sure why I'm memeing it. I love it. It's cool looking. It's so light because I thought it was so dumb with the holes, but it actually feels kind of comfortable. It does make it lighter, so having a really nice light mouse feels really good. I like it. It's two products that I'm generally proud of. I think they're really cool, and if you're interested, you can check them out as well. Shake on it. Cool. Link in the description. Thanks for supporting the channel. Let's get on with the video. People are looking for Coco. Shit. Phone case. Oh, let me tell you guys. New Rhino shit. Alright, whatever. Now, why don't we start from the top to the bottom? As of 2021, PewDiePie's net worth is estimated to be 4 million. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not gonna say, obviously I'm not gonna talk about money and how much money I make, but 40 million? Come on. Come on. Is PewDiePie a billionaire? Is he? How the fuck would that happen? How much money? What do you think ad revenue is doing to me? I'm an actor, apparently. Well, how much is Felix Schellberg's net worth? Come on. Hey, I got more than Dwayne. Hey, I got more than Nadia Comaneci. Hey, I got more than Yelena. Oh, no. Oh, who the fuck are all these rich people? God damn. I feel like money is such a redundant thing where it's like you only have to experience it yourself to realize how little it does for your well-being or your happiness, I should say, rather. But there's no point in me saying it. It's not like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want the Lambo then. Thank you, Felix. You've changed my perspective. Wasn't it Jim Carrey that said it? I think everyone should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. That's a bit of an annoying way to put it, but I just think we put too much weight on it. That's it. It's great. It can be useful, but I think in general we tend to romanticize this concept of fame and money, which is fun too. Hey, that's why the lottery exists. Shit. It's like a ticket to go, you know what? If I win, fuck this guy and then this guy. It gives you a chance to dream in a weird way. I've been really blessed in my career, but I didn't start this to earn a lot of money, and that's not why I'm doing it now, so I don't know what to tell you guys. I think that one of the most fun thing to do is to work on yourself, right? Learn a new skill, practice certain things every single day. To me, that's what brings fulfillment. There you go. Preachy PewDiePie. I'll stop. I'm sorry. PewDiePie height? Dude, I am not 175. What the fuck is this? Oh no, we're gonna bring in the height controversies. No. Why did they come to this? Oh, there's a whole website that obsesses about people's heights. It's fucking weird. Look at him. He's 2'9" max. Yeah. Look, I'm hunching over for Joji. I'm clearly 180 plus. Let's go, FDDF. You got it right. Confirmed. Confirmed. Y'all can talk about it now in your little forum, you fucking nerds. PewDiePie age. Well, that shouldn't be hard. There you go. Can't dispute that one. Fuck, I'm too old for this shit. Oh yeah, they have this like parents review, right? Oh no, I got a terrible rating. Parents say age 12 plus. Kids say 11 age plus. He's a great role model and has reliable news. I can trust his news.
Pew News, the most respected news source on YouTube.
Yeah, I'd say 15 plus probably. It feels fair. I wouldn't want anyone younger. He's an amazing role model, written by an adult. Hey, thanks adults. Awesome, likable, sweet, has changed over the years. This is so... I didn't expect nice ones. I'm over 40 years old. Let's go. Not as bad as you might think. PewDiePie can be very controversial, but he's not as bad as you think. He's not a Nazi or racist. Thank you. I'm glad we settled that. We squashed that once and for all. Who would have thought? Don't watch my own videos. I swear like a fucking sailor.
See, once you get on a roll, you fuck all the bitches. Din jävla kukröv, jag ska fan skära av din...
What is my sub count? Oh yeah, they can't track it anymore. It says 109. Come on, guys. Every sub, I get a sub. What is my actual sub count? Yeah, we can watch it real time here. I didn't realize they did this. Why is it not moving? Come on. Come on. Refresh. It says updating live. Really?
I think that
is this stagnant?
worked, but now...
Subscribe, goddammit! Hey! Let's go! I remember when I used to have notifications on my videos, and I would get, after uploading one video, I saw I got 2 subs, not even 2, and then I got 3, and I was like, fuck yeah. Oh, I went down 2, god damn it. Stop it! Stop! I was like, dude, that was, that video was, such a good video. Whew. Damn, that was a good video. How things change, huh? It's so crazy when something goes beyond your wildest dreams. Like, I wanted to get, I never told anyone, right? Because I thought it was stupid, but I was like, dude, what if I could get the biggest in Sweden? That would just be like, what? Biggest channel in Sweden? That would be insane, dude. Getting like, what, 1 million subs? That would, no, that's not possible. That was just like, to me, incomprehensible. Here we are. I don't know what the f to do with it. Help me. Thank you.
Fuck, dude. I like the other one. Oh man, what did I do? What did I do here? What? How does that work? What is even going on here? Does it work? Run. Why? But, bruh, this doesn't even make sense to me, but fuck it, whatever. It's still not doing what I need it to 0, then 0 times 0 equals 0. So I wanted to go up. So I did 0 plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. Whereas 4
was darkness. Then came the strangers. They were a race as old as time itself. They had mastered the ultimate technology. The ability to alter physical reality by will alone. They called this ability tuning.
What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Did I even make a copy?
My name is Dr. Daniel O'Shraven. I am just a man. I have betrayed my own kind.
Download and do it again. Download and do it again. Download and do it again.
What's going on here? Why isn't it?
Download and do it again.
Also, that's going really slow. That should not be going that slow. What the fuck am I doing wrong? What the hell? Probably something super easy. Now works. I mean, it's faster now. Probably because it doesn't have to search through this shit. That was, yes. I don't know how many different times I need to write this function. Kinda sucks. Maybe I should write it down. Maybe I can draw it out. Is it 2Gs or 1G? Aggression. I just leave it at aggression. There's no need to abbreviate that. Health, defense, damage, magic, aggression, level. I guess level would be more on like top levels, no? It's still not doing what I wanted to do though. Fuck. So I should take this number and subtract it by this number. Is it because it's returning the HP every time? No, it's returning none. No, it's not. I am stumped. I don't know I don't know what's going on here. Why? Why didn't it work? It should work. Attack, takes an HP. You get the HP. Which is right here. This is your HP. Is it because I'm doing minus equals? That can't be it. I broke it? What? It somehow went up? Oh, because it's multiplied by... how do I use the copy function method? Fuck. Can I only use it on lists? Is it? I think it's dot copy. Well, it recognizes it as an integer. Okay, so I think every time it's looping through this, it's only looping through and setting the current instance of this variable. So what that means is every time that it returns damage dealt, every time that it returns anything out of this, it's removing any instance data and it's reverting back to this data, the default data. So I think that's what's going on here. So what I need to do is figure out a way to directly edit this so that when it returns this number is changed. I'm looking through all my cheat sheets right now, trying to see what I can use. I printed out a bunch of cheat sheets and now I'm looking specifically in the dictionaries section to see if I can find out how to do this. 'Cause I can modify. There's a section here modifying values. And that's how I was able to do that, but it's not really working. Not the way I want it to anyways. The idea is that I can call this function attack, and I can plug in, and I'll be able to plug in the HP of whatever it's attached to, whatever this, like self.hp, and just deal the damage based on that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe actually this attack function doesn't even belong here. Get rid of this stuff, then let's see what I'm here right now. Also, I want to revisit this. That's not done yet. What was I gonna do? Oh, that's right. realized that because of the way that I yeah, I don't want that. not even thinking about this shit anymore. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. The worst part is there's nothing even wrong with the first way I was doing it. This actually worked better than the other way. At least it took away. this is what's happening, okay? This right here is a reference to this right here. Anyway, it's a reference to that, which means when you get the current health, alright? We'll set that to that reference. It's important. Because now, when you remove this, set that equal to current health. Okay? But also, we're not going to print out the attack. We're just going to attack the current health. Okay? And this is going to be something like this. Ah, son of a bitch. Almost. Health return. Attack current health. Print. I need my glasses. have no idea what it is, and my eyes are starting to get heavy. And usually when that happens, it means it's time to stop. Well, it works, kind of. I just need to figure out why this... why it's not returning the value I want. Somehow that works. No, that doesn't change anything. It's the same thing. Current health. Wait, is it? Oh! 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 Fucking victory! Let's go! Let's go! Ah, dude. Oh, let's fucking go. I fucking did it, dude. I got it. I got the function to work. now I need to handle this right here. This -2. It shouldn't be able to get to -2. If it's at 1. Okay, so. Else, if HP is less than or equal to, I could probably do or oh no, because the problem is that I see. So actually this is an else if, and if HP is less than or equal to 1, No, what I should be doing is here, right here, checking if HP is less than 1. It would be easier to just set it to 0. Okay, so it's gonna go through. If it's greater than 0, then subtract and do your math. Then check if HP is less than 1. So I'm going to check to see if the HP is less than 1. If it's less than 1, we're just going to set it straight to 0. And we're going to return HP. But no matter what, it's going to return HP. Okay, so this should handle this -2 situation, and yeah. So now it returns a 0. I don't like this. I don't like that it says game over and then it says 0. I wanted to go 0, then game over. It's nothing really, but whatever, it works. I could live with that one. Well, I'm gonna stream here. I mean, I got this function done. Attack. It's kind of already done before, but now it's really done.